and welcome to the show. We start this week's FailRace episode on GTA 5 with you. Now this was during one of the filming races, not a great start in this one, it's further back, as we head across towards a bridge, goes to get a little bit of curb boost and goes a little bit too far across to the side. Clips the support, Ollie goes for a roll, just across a fence I think it was in all of that one. But it turns out the bridges could be quite dangerous in all of that. Crunch is up next on GTA 5. Now this is doing some oval racing with, I think, the Gauntlet Classic in this one. I mean, it certainly looks the part we've got going on around here. The thing with oval racing is that, well, when things go wrong at high speeds with everyone so close together, they do tend to go quite spectacularly wrong, and that includes on GTA 5, and sure enough, up ahead, something bounces across the rule, everyone has a massive crash, the car we're right on board with amazingly gets through, scrapes the wall while there's another big crash up ahead, and is still fine getting through all that. I mean, two big crashes avoided in that one. Well done to have managed to survive that mess. Sticking with oval racing, Black and Red is up next with the little sprint cars, and up ahead the AIs have got into trouble, and it's another incredibly close call, that one, managing to fit through. Not a particularly big gap, but a constantly moving one. So yeah, the two AI cars up ahead, they just bang wheels. I mean, something that happens. But you're already committed into the corner at this point. There's not much you can really do other than hope that there is a gap just big enough. And I mean, it is only just big enough to fit the car through. We've got some slow-mo angles for it, but yeah, literally a slight second later, and that gap is not going to be there. I mean, the back wheel that's millimeters away from clonking the front of the of one of the spun vehicles. So yeah, that's right place at the right time and able to make the most of it, certainly. Train Guys up next on Just Cause 3, playing around with one of the trains and managing to fall off of it, is now trying to do the quick grapple and grab hold of it and get back on it. It is not quite getting it right at the moment. We've all done this when playing Just Cause. You try to grapple something and it's not quite going to plan. And yet, sure enough, things aren't quite working out. Does finally get themselves into a position where they can reel themselves in, try and land on the train, gets it wrong, clips a bit of the bodywork, and then falls under the train. All that effort, and then gets eaten by the train anyway. Yeah, that didn't quite go to plan. That one did not go to plan at all. We're on to a Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remaster up next. A fairly normal race between a couple of sports cars. We go for the overtake on the BMW. Not quite, runs out of boost. Trying to get that one done around the outside. Can't do it. Goes for to the inside. The BMW has a smart little manoeuvre though. Bounce off an AI car and will regain the lead of the race through all of that. That's, yeah, I mean, that is an undertake from the player car in It's a great jump. I couldn't do that one if you tried, I can guarantee you. Douglas up next on Need for Speed Underground 2 is battling away in one of the drag races. An AI car didn't want to yield in this battle, and the AI cars up ahead also didn't quite know where to go. And I mean, it's one way to win a race. If everybody else wrecks, you can take the win in all of that one. Yeah. The AI did not have a great time. Lammy is up next on Assetto Corsa. Again, we're back to some oval racing. This time it's a little mistake from the player. They get a little too low, they kind of end up on the apron, things get a little bit unsettled. It was when they were trying to kind of rejoin that things go really badly wrong. The car goes backwards into a wall and then gets launched to orbit. So yeah, I mean, falling off the banking is not great, and then can't get it back under control in time before the spin. It's backwards into a wall that catapults it one way, and then as it sort of settles, it's then just flung at incredible speeds. I don't quite know how fast, but there's some incredible speeds as it's shot off into space, and there it is, still spinning around, still not come back down to earth. That's a bye-bye to the Lamborghini in all of that. We go next to American Truck Simulator with a Dragon Dude. Now, up ahead, their friend is trying to do a silly overtake on another truck. Probably shouldn't have been doing, and well, sure enough, in true Truck Simulator fashion, everything falls over. Now, look, we've all done it when playing the game. We all know we shouldn't have done it when playing the game, but the truck is stuck in an awkward place upside down. The thing is, the AI don't kind of know what to do with all of this, and the Volvo's ended up in front of this player's truck, who gets a little impatient, and then they too find out how to end up upside down in an inconvenient place. don't mess with the AI. Angus is up next on SnowRunner with a fairly large, heavily loaded truck heading off down, the relatively narrow roads. And things can go wrong on SnowRunner if you're going a little bit fast. You can kind of get a little bit of wandering going on, and sure enough, the truck wanders, the trailer clips onto one of the pylons. Amazingly, the truck lands on its wheels and doesn't glitch out massively. That is the normal thing that happens on SnowRunner. For example, SuperPie here is driving around. Now this is with a relatively fast truck, not carrying anything, relatively quick vehicle, plonking around. They get onto the tarmac, they go to put it in high range. They've hit the nitro boost a little bit too hard though, as I don't know how it picks up so much speed so quickly. But it did, and everything was completely out of control, and now it's upside down and very much out of it. Yeah, apparently they found the warp speed button rather than just high-range gears in this. Cheese and Onion is up next on SnowRunner. Also, gets it a little bit wrong in the braking. We've all done this. You're driving around a SnowRun, you're trying to get somewhere, you carry a bit too much speed, you've just missed a braking point, and you end up a little wide. It doesn't look too bad to start with. The problem is the sign is wedged in the front bumper. And then the truck is really angry, and now we're going back. I mean, this is normally what happens on SnowRunner when things go a little bit wrong. Truck is very, very angry. The truck is very angry indeed, and now we're going back off to space again. It got stuck in the floor briefly. Amazingly, the trailer is still attached in all of this, and this is all because a signpost got stuck in the front bumper. And it wasn't even the initial impact of the signpost in the front bumper that caused it problems. We're now in the water, but not settling. No, we're under the water. Back out of the water again, and back up the side of the mountain. Off we go. It could still be doing this to this day, for all I know. Oh dear, SnowRunner. Sometimes you have a sensible crash, sometimes you find the warp speed button, and sometimes you break the space-time continuum. But there we go. That is going to be it for this... For this episode, as ever, if you have clips you'd like to submit to this series, you can via a Google form. There'll be a link to it in the description of the video. All the rules and how it works can be found on there. That, though, is going to be it from me. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time, a goodbye.